Alright, welcome back to Getting Dressed on Blickling Farm. I had to make one alteration. The egg collector I had didn't work. It used to work, but I think one of the patches must have upset it a bit. But I got this one here instead, and this has the added bonus that it automatically puts them into your backpack, so you don't even have to come in here. Not very realistic, but it's better than having to chase the eggs around here. As you see, I have a few eggs on me 18 at the moment, but let's go and get on with some work. Last time you were here, I was doing the beet. I think I just finished the beet off, and I was still doing the potatoes. Well, that's all finished now. Sprayed and fertilised both fields. So they're all ready to go. I've sprayed and fertilised 7 and finished cultivating that. And we're now going to go and pick up some equipment to cut some grass again, because it's time to get some more silage on the go. And we also need a seeder. So I haven't got that much in the way of seeders. Not for maize anyway, so none of these will fit to do maize, so all I really got is, don't think that, well, that does, I never tried this, I have no idea what it's like. It's only a 6 metre on, which I think we go with the big boy, the 9 metre. So we're going to rent that for, hopefully, we're going to take it for 3 hours. I don't think we need it for 3 hours, but we take it for 3 hours. And we're also going to take a grass cut, and we're going to take the big M again, and I'm going to probably take that for 3 hours as well. You notice we are getting into the red a bit, but that's no great problem. We have our full overdraft still, so we can soon pay that off with the by taking the overdraft out, if that makes sense. Alright, let's get into the case. Find out where they put the behind us. Behind you. It's pantomime season, folks. I sold the placeable pile, or the placeable seed pallet back again, because I don't want to keep that on the side of the field. So next time I do potatoes, it will be from our stock potatoes, with a Maru conveyor. I'm trying to automate as much of this as possible. To that end, I've actually put in a little course. Can't remember. We need. No, we don't. It must be air driven. So I've even put in a transfer course. So we might as well take this back with a transfer course. I really must put these into some sort of order. These courses, but it's one of those things I will get round to doing sometime. Let's find it. Oops. Help me out if I'm going forward. See if I can find the course. Yeah, that's got it. Hopefully that will get us back without crashing too much over. He's at a weight point. Of course he is. It's one thing, if you do a transfer course, you need to put a weight point at both, or as many locations you take your transfer course to. Right, let's hop out here again. He's over. Might have set that a little bit quick, but looks at the speed he's gone down there, but did do it in a bit of a hurry. And we're going to drive this one back. It's one I use often. Used to use the OEB version, but this is version 2, the SOB version. Same team. They're just done some work on it. I'll put some beacons on. I think we also want lights on. I could use the transfer course for this as well, but I fancy driving. Mind you, the foo you get with this, it's a bit awkward to drive this. Now we're going to cut that same metals we cut last time, and the one I think near the feed store. If we got time to do that, and the Puma's already reached its way back, we just drive this back first and sort the Puma out, fill them up and get some maize drilled into field 7, and then we're up to date with the drilling. It's not that many fields we haven't got round to, and I thought when I started this I wasn't going to get many done. I should have really tried to get the lot done, thinking about it now. I may have to come out a cab when we get to the field entrance and actually see where it is, because say your food with the cutters up is fairly poor. It's just past the opening, if I remember right, to the farm. Or was it just before? Let's just hop out and have a look. Oh, it's this one. It's just before. I don't think I've done a course for this. Let's have a look. If we did, we can use that. If not, I will do it myself. Farm bunker cover. No, we didn't. So, oh, you can actually get rid of this one. We don't need that anymore. It's the only one we don't want perks. So, oh look, I kept the one for unloading the right bunker. Oh yes, I did. It's up here. Oh, right. I shall come back to sort him out in a minute. We'll get him unwrapped and once we go and see the... Oh, there he is. These little transfer courses are quite handy to make. You can get around quite quickly like that, but you just have to be aware that there is a limited amount of courses you can put on because of limitations to the Giant's engine. Usually it pays not to make field courses. They're quite easy and quick to do. I have them ready just so you don't have to waste your time making them. And the beauty now of the new rental, or the rental models it is now, you get paid for what seeds left in the thing. You don't get paid for fertiliser, what's left in, but you get paid for seed what's left in. So if you've got, you can fill it up and know you're going to get your money back. And the verticals are seen. I really should have washed this windscreen. I did actually wash the tractors, all except for the little Agrostar, but the other two got washed whilst I was playing around with the... Well, actually, this afternoon, getting this set up ready to go. And whilst I'm here, I will just remind you all, and you will probably get fed up with reminders, but Bipolar Prophet Gaming have their Christmas appeal going. It's for a family in his hometown who hit hard times, and he's trying to help them. So if anybody can spare a few coppers, he's talking about $5 or $10 a time. I think he's talking about $5 every body. Well, I'm going to say make it 10, which is about, well, until the collapse of the pound, it was about £7.35, I think. So it's not a lot. It's a couple of pints of beer. Well, it isn't even that. It's not a packet of cigarettes. So if you smoke, just think about donating to it. It's easy enough. He has his PayPal account set up, and I can guarantee that he won't be running off with the money. He's done several of these little appeals. I'm just thinking what I'm doing this 9 metre. Start off down here, I think, in the southeast, go west, young man, and I think we'll put 2 in because it can be a bit odd now. In case, only reason I'm saving this is I may not finish it off this time. I don't want anymore. Try and remember next time what the figures were. As my voice goes and comes and goes a bit, is because I always have my keyboard to one side since I've got the wheel in front of me, so I can't always see where it is. So I have to lean over, and my eyesight is not very good. Could say I'm as blind as a bat, but I don't think bats are actually blind. I think he's on the course. Oh, he's not far off. There should be more than enough in here to do this. You've got the ridge markers on manual, so we're alright there. I'm going to slow him down a bit. I don't think this one will actually go at 12 miles an hour, so I'm going to bring him down to about 8. Certainly not dragging the 9 metre cedar. He wouldn't be doing. That's probably not even that. I'm going to take him right down to 6. We've got all day to do this. Growth stage is actually tonight, so we're no great rush there. Now I'm going to have to tab through until I reach this. Right. I'm going to put the F1 menu up for a moment. I just want to check. Yeah, that's on that. I'm going to go around the outside first. I could automate this, but I'm automating as much as I can. I think it's now and again I have to do stuff, and I also think I can't operate any machinery. And when you see me drive this, you know. You're correct, I can't operate it. It's probably not quite grown enough. I could do another growth stage on it, but we need to get the bunkers full again, because it's what's giving us the money at the moment. I'm probably going too close to the edge here, but I could use GPS, but I'm not going to. I'm going to wing this one. And I must remember this time when we finish to put the grass strip in. I think it's on 8 near the road. I'll wait until we're actually done this now. The other meadow we've got is actually up this little dirt path. The main meadow we got, which I'm going to cut. That one is a bit more awkward, it's got trees in it, and I'm not cutting the trees down. I like a few trees around my farm. And this is a really well made model. I think the main thing they've done is they lift it very slightly, because the OEB version, the version 1, used to catch sometimes on the ground. I never had real problems that I always use drive control. You can just lock the diff locks, 4-wheel drive, lock the diff locks, and away you go. No problem at all. I think I'll do one headland, possibly two, and then we do 2 headlands, then we start going up and down. And that's going to be roughly the excitement for this one. And once we get the next harvesting, we'll start on animals properly. That little lag there was as auto-save came in. I've taken off quite a few maps now because when I'm using the Flegel bale trailers, the auto-load ones, it doesn't like auto-save. Auto-save doesn't like that, so I have to take it out for that. I see there is another version of auto-save which I haven't tried, that may get rid of the problem, because this is quite an old mod, the map auto-save. I'm miles out from where I want to be. And I should have let this grow a bit more, it's a bit hard to see. Map itself, I will give OldBor yet another mention. He has made a wonderful job on this. I really do like this map. This I could see myself doing very similar to what I was doing, what I'm doing on Old Ridge, and doing a story to it. But as I found in the past, trying to keep 2 stories going at once is a bit too hard. I'm not quite a Charles Dickens, who really was the first real soap opera writer. As you may not know, most of his stories originally were published monthly in magazines, so he always had to finish them on a bit of a cliffhanger. I think actually we're going over bits. I should really come out of cab for this, because I wouldn't mind betting I'm cutting the outside cutter as most probably on the bits that have already been cut. Now when I get here, I'm going to start going up and down here. Here. I'm trying to get this one done, and the other metal cut, then we'll go up, because as I got the improved silage bunker mod on, I will have to chop it to put it into the bunker, and we've got that little Pottinger chopper. But I will need the case for that. I think it's the only one that can really handle that and drag the trailer at the same time. Right, turn around. Come out a bit more. If we miss some, it isn't going to matter. I just want to get, if I get one of the bunkers full, it will do me. And this will be for selling this silage. We'll be sending it straight to the Blickling hall when it's done, using the course we already got set. This is really a job I should be using GPS, because this is perfect for GPS. I think I might have mentioned last time I used this, I've used, when 15 first came, one or two people made big M's, and one I tried, looked lovely, worked quite well, except you couldn't swarf the stuff. Like, I had an option to enable swarfing, but it didn't work. And that came out before the OEB version. When the OEB came out, there was no doubt what I was going to use. I tried another mod which had was really a container, because it had a cutter on the front, a double cutter on the front, and the container, and it automatically picked it up, but it was so slow. I don't think you can get more than 5 miles an hour. Now, mowing is not a slow process. Not on good land anyway. You might take a bit slower if you've got rocks and that in the way. And speaking about that, I don't think I put it on this one. I might well have done. I have actually the stone mod, the rock mod. I think I can't remember if I put it on this one or not. I've been playing around with that. It's adds quite a bit more realism. I think it's certainly going to have to go on to my Old Ridge series, where we actually have to go around and pick the rocks out. And I think the champion done it as his first or second mod, and I know he posted on PCSG that he probably wouldn't have minded if he knew what he's letting himself in for, with the work involved. But I will be showcasing. Now, as you know, I don't do showcase. I don't do let's have a look at this very often. Sometimes with maps, but not with equipment. I just use it. And if I haven't put it on here, I will be putting it on here for the next season anyway. Now, I might have to try the push mod again, because apparently it works better with that, because you can push the rocks into a bucket. Front loader or telehandler bucket. If not, it's a little bit fiddly getting them into the bucket, I found. Depends on the shape. Some go in quite easily and others seem to be a little bit of a pain. I've been playing with it on a save of Paradise I've got. I won't be using it on every map. I probably will be bringing that onto Old Ridge and possibly onto here, because this is really is for mods. We're getting one through this. I think we can make a start on the other one. What I'm going to do is you wouldn't pick the grass up straight away, you'd leave it for a little while, but you dare not leave it too long with soil mod on, because it gets rid of the swarfs if you every growth stage. And we're coming up to one at midnight on this game night. I don't really want to lose any of the grass to soil mod, but it's very handy, because if you leave straw about so on the side of the field, that will actually disappear all the time. And that was me. I took my foot off the throttle a bit. I didn't hit anything there. This is, as all British fields are, this is a very odd shaped field, and it isn't until you start work that you realise just how odd shaped it is. Might have been better to go across the other way, but there. I started it now. Not almost finished it now. I think this one will do. I think we'll go up there and we'll call that done. Now I've got to remember where the because you can't see it again now. I don't think the fence up there. I'm coming out of cab for this bit. Somewhere around here there's a way through to the dirt track. There we are. This is the forest track, takes you into the, if you want to do lumbering, this takes you into the lumber area. I'll just take this up there and we'll just go and see how the seeding's going. There's a lot of trees in this next bit. It's the first one I actually cut, is this meadow in here, so it should be well on the way now. We'll probably want some fertiliser on it, but I think last time I cut it was a conventional cutter. Right, we're on. I'll leave that unwrapping and we'll just up across how he's doing. Let's just bring up slightly higher again. I'll make up my mind soon what speed I want. We'll take it to 8. 6 seems a little bit too slow. But he's quarter of the way through the field. And hardly used any of the seed so far. Right. There we are. We might start on this. We'll run about another 10 minutes, I think. Well, I should really start the moves up before I lower them into position, but we do the same thing. We do a couple of laps around this. One of the trees was in the way. I think we just hit something for the hedge, and there's one that you can see on the right hand side, which is right in the middle of the field. I think last time I just put this straight into store the grass on this one, but this time I'm going to chaff it all, or more precisely chop it all rather than chaff. The chaff actually, as Cosmic Note once rightly said, chaff is the rubbish that comes out the back of a combine, the stuff you don't want. Right. So we do 2 laps again, then we'll go up and down again. I think this bit here is in 2 halves. I think there must be more greenery over the other side. There was a collision full of trees, and at the edge here is just painted grass, so don't want to get too close to that because you can't do anything with it. Whoa, I just hit something and I'm just going to lift the cutters and the one problem is using keyboard steer, you can't see behind very well. I may well miss some of this end out a bit. Now, will we miss the tree? Yes. Now I think I'll have one long day actually getting this stuff into this bunkers. Do what I quite often do, even with the improved silage bunker mod. I will actually put the load all going back and forwards over in between loads coming in, just to help to flatten it down as much as possible. That's going to look a funny bit. That's going to look like Auto Combine's just done that bit. I'll return here and start going up again and try and miss that tree there. Imagine if the dog led past it a bit. I think we'll get this finished here. This isn't quite as big as I thought it was. It seemed big when I done it first time. I can't remember what I'd done it on, but I've got a feeling I'd done it on a single cutter. I'm not going to worry too much about missing bits of this. Oh, there's plenty of nutrients in here. Could do with some lime on here. I'll spread some lime on it. Moisture is about right, so I think I have to give this. I will give this a spread of NPK liquid and because with lime after I gathered this lot up, if I remember. I watched through some of my videos just before I make the next one in the series, and clean forget what I said I was going to do, even after watching it about 10 minutes before I start making the next. I don't actually watch the whole thing, but to be honest, I just skip through it to where I think I might have said something important, which normally means I watch about 30 seconds of each video. Looks like I'd got away with having this run on. There's only about one, possibly two more passes and we're done. This isn't a bad grass texture on here. It's the ground grass looks quite nice, and the swaths stand out nicely. I do hate these ones where you've got a green grass and the swath exactly the same colour. It does make it a bit awkward to find. I think we just go up here and call it. I think what we do is we'll run this back and just send this back. Well, what I'm going to do before I do that, we've got this out. It's time for a screenshot. Get rid of that. Can't get rid of some of the other stuff, but way looks best. I would do that, I think. And that's done. So bring this all back. Bring the soil mod back again. Get back into the thing and just finish this off. I'm getting better at taking screenshots now. You always used to forget, then have to go back to the map to take them just as I'm about to put the video up. Well, that's, even if I say so myself, that's a job well done. I think we'll come out of cab for this bit here. Let's get a bit closer. Don't like driving out of cab, but some of it makes it a little bit easier, especially the hedges are collidable on Blickling. I think I might have to just trim some of these trees actually. If we put anything bigger on this down here, I'm gonna hit problems though, don't we? Once I get on the main road, I'm going back into the cab again. Might be quicker if I go across here. As you can see, the conditions today, it's cloudy. It's 7:30 in the morning, but looks more like 5 o'clock. It should be around here somewhere. There we are. It's a big bit of kit to move about this. Right, let's get back in the cab. We should be okay now. As normal, I have all traffic turned off. I don't like it and I won't use it. If John's ever sort the AI out on the traffic, I might start to use it, but not in a state it's in at the moment. I don't like the idea of getting boxed in. You move 5 foot forward to give yourself a bit of space, you can back slightly to turn a bit to get out of the way, and the traffic behind you closes in on you again. I'm having another little moan. Also, I hope when we sell the crops we have enough to actually buy some equipment of our own. Again, get some of that back. Can't see where it is now. Oh, it's next opening along. Yeah, it's not there. Here you feel. Don't want to park in the fish and chip shop. I don't think they're open. Right, I do. Just turn everything off. Shouldn't have to take too much hit for it being dirty, because I don't think we're dirtied it up too much. Let's hope we're actually on the trigger. Oh, washing costs £100. Oh well. Let's just see how he's doing then. Right, well, he's finishing off. I'll say thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please consider leaving a like. That's much appreciated. If you're not a subscriber and want to see more of my doings, Please consider subscribing. I'm always happy to have you aboard. If you have any comments, please make them. I don't bite people's heads off no matter what they say. I was brought up proper, I was. No, you wouldn't believe that if you hear us in the forest. One last reminder before I sign off. Please support Bipolar Prophet's charity appeal for this year. He does a good job and he's a lovely chap. Although he says he's not. I beg to differ. And with that, it's Mowing saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.